Hey guys, welcome back to my video, and today we've got some more of my fish tank, and I don't know really what just letting you know what stuff has been new, what's happening with the fish tank, and also with the babies, which unfortunately is bad news, but we'll get all into that in a bit. As you can see, the parents of the babies are back in this big tank. We did put them in a small tank. However, sadly, none of the babies made it and they all died. And I think for like a week or two, I've been trying to figure out why they died, gone to different shops, found the reason why they died, or a reason why they may have died. So basically, I put them in a small tank, which you're going to see later on. I took them out and the cave and put them in a small tank, which my mum bought a small tank to use. She wanted a small tank to put. Are they fighting? No, are they? No, yes, no, they're fine. Yeah, my mum was gonna get a tank because she wanted one in the kitchen, which she now has. Has that moved? I have a plant that's moved. Brilliant. Fish tanks always move the things all the time, and so most of these plants. Most of the plants, as you see, are pretty shite, so pretty small. They get moved around all the time. Sand and gravel, they'll move that. It doesn't. So if you do get tanks, don't worry about where you place things. There's also a stone in my filter just at the top, which you can't see, but I do have to remove. And there are 2 new fish. I believe it's 2. Yes, there are 2 new fish since my last video. Wait. Can I zoom in on this? Okay, get out the way, you tinfoil. Right here. No, this fish is not dead, before any of you ask. This is the bumblebee catfish, or is it just bumblebee? I don't know. Normally, it's the opposite side of this little boat. Well, inside that hole. I don't know why it's not. But I think my 2 new fish have caused him to. They've kind of kicked him out. Oh, as you can see, the other tinfoil. Tinfoil? Nope, that's not. The other bumblebee has just poked his head out to say hello and goodbye. And they're not dead. So if you do have them in your tank and you see them on the floor doing that, don't worry, they're not dead. They don't do much in the day. They like it nice and dark. So don't worry about that. They're just sleeping. Whatever you want to call it. They normally hide in this, but I think they've been kicked out due to I have a new fish, which I don't think he's in there, but I don't actually know where they've gone. They are too small. I'm trying to see if there's a fish in there. It looks like there could be something in there. I can't get a good camera angle. Then again, it could just be the sand at the bottom. Oh, here's my new fish. Right here. He is a plaque. Well, hey, buddy. And he is a new plaque to replace my old one. He's a bit of a different colour. I mean, this is actually the first time I've seen him since putting him in my tank just about half an hour ago. That's really cool. He looks awesome. There's also a new one of the other. I bought 2 fish earlier. Hopefully those 2 don't breed again at the moment. I'll try and breed them again in a bit. Well, not in a bit, but in a couple of months. Maybe next year now, to be honest. And yeah, the other one, I don't know where he is. Good dear. It's your guess is as good as mine. He's a sea worm kind of. He's like a worm. Well, an eagle. Yep, there it is. That's a bird. What is he? He's like a worm / eel kind of thing. Which he's somewhere in this tank. I believe he's probably in the boat, to be honest. and I haven't seen him since I put him in. He looked totally awesome, and I honestly might get another one of them if you can have two of them, because they look awesome. They are really tiny, well, tiny-ish. I'd say medium size. Probably about the same size as the Pictus right here. Got my feet out of the way, nobody wants to see them. They are they are really thin, hence why half worm. And they, honestly, they probably have buried. If it's buried in the sand, we probably won't see them at all in this video. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed knowing about that. I am going to go and quickly show you the other tank, and then, so yeah, so give me 2 seconds. So, moving on to the one in the kitchen, which is actually my mom's tank. All these fish that you see, about, oh Christ, how many are these? Well, most of them. I think there's about 4 of them that were not new today. So most of them have just been put in about half an hour ago. I wonder. Oh, perfect. Can you see this guy? Hopefully you can, although I look like I've made it. There we are. Camera's focused in a bit more. This guy is a worm. Again, another little worm. He's not the same as what's in my fish tank. The one in my fish tank's a bit bigger and a bit thicker. And these guys are awesome. And they will burrow themselves. I don't know if this guy's going to do it or not. But they burrow themselves. Look at that skull. I think they look nice. I'm glad my mom went with them. There's the other one. There's 2 of these guys. And they're really awesome. And they will get underneath this big ass rock, as well as the wood, as well as burrow themselves in the gravel, because my mom has gravel and not sand. And this is a fluval something tank. I'm sorry, I don't know the full name of this one. But it's known so you can see, like, underneath. And this is the lid which you can take off. Which, to be honest, I have to do. As some of you guys might have noticed, the filter right here is... I should have probably turned that off. I'm sorry for that, guys. The filter right here is not on yet because I have to do something real quick in this tank. The heater has been moved and I need to put that right. Which means if you ever put anything in this tank, you got to take water out. Otherwise, it'll flood over the top there, which I have done once and it went all over the floor in the kitchen. And, of course, my mum shouted at me. For like a while. Can you get a better angle? Okay, that's... I don't know if that's better or not. I like this tank. The babies were in this tank, obviously, which I might have some pictures of them, which I'll put at the end of this video, just so you guys can see them in here. But apparently, because we'd moved them out of the tank, out of the big one into here, and we moved the cave 3 times. They felt threatened, and apparently they may have caused them to destroy their babies, or the eggs were not good enough, so they dissolved in the water, or the mama or one of the daddy either ate them because they were no good. But apparently most of them would probably, I mean, of all the eggs that you saw, only half of them would actually hatch and survive. And like the baby, you know, it's like turtles. Like, sadly, they don't have to search for water and crawl to the sea, but they would die off. Like every day, you'd probably have one die until like a certain amount, which is why they lay a lot of eggs, according to this person that we see near enough every weekend, because we go and get fish near enough every weekend at the moment, just for this tank, man, to be honest. But yeah, guys, I need to get the filter on, well, the heater back on, and then turn everything on. So I'll be 5 minutes again, guys. So yeah. And there we go, guys. As you can see, the heater is on, back to normal, at an angle. The red light's on to say it's working, and, well, trying heating the water up, which is probably cold. So, which is a good thing that it heats it up. And as you can see, I changed the light so it's blue. Because on these tanks you have a blue and a normal colour light, which is cool. And in the night time, it looks way better when it's blue. So I'll have to try and show you one of the times. But yeah, that's pretty. One thing I love about this tank, if you're new to fishing and stuff like that, get one of these tanks, in my opinion, because they are this bit with the light. Obviously, being here, you kind of have to hold the light so it doesn't fall down, but apart from that, there's no one in the house except for me, and I've just took the water out, put the filter back on, put the water back in and cleaned it up, which is quick and easy to do. Is it still raining? I think it stopped, so hopefully my mum won't kill me that the washing's still out there, because it has stopped, in my opinion, but I'm not out there, so it probably... well, we'll find out. And, yeah, the skull right there and that plant around the log and all the fish, most of the fish you see right now are all new. As I've said, I put them in like half an hour ago. Probably an hour now, to be fair. So they're all doing fine. Little touches up here and there you have to do with this tank, in my opinion. But the one thing I love about this, if I just take this up, mate, can I just lift this up actually? You don't really see it. Well, this is just great. Trying to do it one-handed is terrible. Hold on. There you are. That didn't take long. So, the one thing I like about this tank is you don't have to have a bubbler. You can, but you don't have to have one because all the water that you can't see. But I don't know if this helps. Just up this tunnel like here, that little squares, you see those bubbles are where the water comes in and pumps the oxygen for them. As well as this tank, you're not going to have very big fish, as you can see. So, yeah. But if any of them do seem to get really tall, I'm lucky, I've got a big tank, I'll just put them in there. That one plant there is a real plant, and these other two are fake. The moss ball's also real. Don't ask me what that does. So, everything in this tank so far has been really good. However, this might look awkward, so I apologise. But as you can see, the filter that comes down the tank has like a weird net across it, because two fish have got stuck in there and died. So, one being just like a couple of minutes ago, so I had, not a couple of minutes, about half an hour was, once we put the fish in, we figured out one. We just put the water back in, and then there was that, and then the water, put the water back in, and then we realised the filter was done. So we had to rechange all that stuff, and I decided to put that on, which is just literally a net which I've cut up, because I have like 4 nets around here. Don't ask me why. So yeah, that's the main reason for that. So yeah, guys, as I was saying, if you're new to fish, get one of those small tanks if you can. I think that particular one was second hand, and I believe, well, that fish is gone. The Plex gone. He's off exploring his new home. Don't know where he's gone, but we'll find him again soon, hopefully. In my opinion, there's a lot of great fish you can have out here. Now, I've just washed my hands and cleaned up, and I realised there's still some things I should have done in this tank, which I'll just do tomorrow or later on now. But, this one is a challenging tank. So if you are going to have a fish tank and you go all out big, be prepared, because it's, you know, you're going to need probably someone to help you clean out one of these, which my parents well, you know, they happily helped me out with this one. You can get live food as well. The bumblebee one bumblebee has now gone back into his cave over there, which is cool. If you've seen pigs, don't worry. As you can see over there, they're all my mum's. She loves collecting pig statues. All this used to be a wall unit full of pig statues, and now I don't know, I think we replaced it ages ago with something else, and something else, and something else, and eventually a fish tank. Not this particular one, but this one has replaced the old fish tank, because I needed a bigger one. And yeah, buying fish is difficult as well if you're new at that, because you gotta make sure you get the right size. And I always get my fish from Doolittle's, so if any of you guys know where that is, or you know, want to get fish, probably go there. Honestly, the guy's always really helpful. We go there, and there's a guy called Dave who happily helps us out. And before he even worked there, I think another guy, a different person who owned it, was, you know, there was like a lot of people there in the fish bit section that happily helped. Is that the new fish? Was it a bumblebee? I'm gonna try and see if I can look. Hold on. No, that's a bumblebee, because it isn't a bumblebee, or is it a catfish? In all fairness, that's a bumblebee. He's poking his head out right there, which you can't see now, so that was poor timing in my opinion. I'm sorry. I keep saying to this little guy up here, I'm gonna get some friends for him. Every week I go and forget. Next week, I promise, mate, I'll get you some friends. He's still not moved, so the tank does need a wipe down a little, to be honest. But we'll wait a couple of weeks before I wipe it down again. Because, you know, as well as getting on it, this tank is massive. From right, like, here, from right there, all the way to the bottom, is quite massive. So I have to use a ladder to get to at least, if I want to work, like, to the barn down here. Or, like, say, like, I need this plant to go back in. Then I have to put it down, or have to get in, you know, move, especially at the back. I have to get on a ladder for. So yeah, it's quite a pain. But this tank's awesome, because you can actually look at the side of this tank and see right into the tank, and it's right everywhere, really. I wish we could see. Is that it? Okay, that's the bubbler. I thought it was a dead fish, but it's a bubbler. See, in this tank I have 3 bubblers. You probably don't need 3, but I had 2. And then I was like, well, I've got a pump. It's just sitting in a cupboard, so I just throw it. I got a bubbler and put it on. This tank's a mix of fish as well, by the way, guys. It's all tropical, but like, some of them I like, some of them my mom likes, and some of them my dad. So we all, you know, we've all put all the fish in and that we liked and stuff. So, yeah, it's a really nice fish. I will try and start seeing if I can breed some of the. My problem is I keep thinking the new the new Plek that you saw earlier on is all the Corydoras are him, but it turns out they're just Corydoras. The new eel, it's very rare you'll probably see him, because if he's like the eels, they only come out at night. Wait, did he say that fish? I'm pretty sure he said that fish comes out at night as well. So I think it is actually like an eel. and it only comes out at night. I could try turning the light off, but if I can reach, I don't think that'll draw him out due to the curtain. I mean, I could try and shut the curtain. That hasn't made a damn bit of difference, in my opinion, but you never know. Let's see if we can see him. It's funny, because you could take me fishing with a rod and stuff, but I would hate that and get bored of it. Take me fishing for, like, shopping and buying them. I'd love it. So, I believe he's in the boat and won't come out at the moment. Trying to shut the curtains to see if that makes it any better. And it hasn't. That's probably... Well, it's not shut, so never mind. I can't shut curtains. Then again, I think that one's... I think they're broke. Well, screw them. No more problem. So, yeah. They are really awesome fish in here. They're all the new ones that I bought today for not just mine, but my mum's tank. I liked most of them. Well, all of them, in fact. They're all cool. When I go, you have a lot of rare fish, a lot of awesome new fish, there's a lot of fish out there. And I like to get the weird, awesome, nice looking ones. And as well, guys, as if you... me and my friends have started about 2 months ago another Minecraft survival. If you guys want to see some stuff on that, please let me know, because I'm thinking about at least letting you see what we've done so far. So I possibly might do one of those videos. And yeah. So if you want to see more on that, don't forget to let me know. But other than that, most of the time now, if I ever do record videos, it'll be whenever I've got time, and literally doing what I'm doing now, showing you the fish tank and the fish, because we all love to see the fish. A couple of my friends really love it when I make these videos. And if I do something new, I'll always let you know. And yeah, I think it's awesome. Hopefully I help people out. If possible, then that's even better. And yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe. If you want to see more, let me know. And I will try and see if I can get photos of what both fish tanks look like at the night times. Because at night and day, they look different. As well as if I put live food in this tank, you wouldn't... Like, all the fish... What all the fish do is, you know, they go... How can I... It's like a chicken with no head. A headless chicken. They swim really fast, and just... It makes the tank look more lively, because they're all after the live food. And it looks awesome. However, put a live cube more... I think I put bloodworms in them. You don't have to put live food in. It's just whatever if you want to, you can. Normally I'll put some in for a treat, which I haven't had none for about probably a year. And I finally got some today. And yeah. And I put some in this morning. They're like ice blocks, so you have to put them in a freezer or something. However, when I got them home, because of how hot it's been, they were melted. So the two that I put in went... Like because of it, they don't have to melt. They spread everywhere, so they lasted a bit longer. If you just put the whole block, like ice block in, then these guys swallow the whole block. They don't care, and no one else gets any. So if you do want to try and put that in, suggestions, maybe try to melt them a bit, like maybe boil a kettle, put it in a little cup that you can use, or a little container, then tip the container in this tank, and it'll look like you put like a bunch of worms in. Well, they are actually worms. It depends what food you have. And yeah, as I said, guys, if you want to know more, just let me know. And I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.